Alright, I'm here to talk to you about Tremors, Shrieker Island. Also, you know, what people call Tremors 7. We're on the 7th film. This is the final Tremors film as a recording. I'll just say as a recording, in case some idiot goes 10 years time, comes on this video and just goes, actually, there's a new one here. Shut up. Shut up.
Actually, this isn't the final one.
I feel like, yeah. I don't think there's going to be a new Tremors film. Personally, I don't see it happening. And if it is, they're gonna reboot the series. I think at this point, it'll be a reboot. I think. Like, it just feels like one of those things where I'm like, yeah, no, they're probably gonna reboot the series. I feel like at this point, so let's just say we're gonna talk spoilers about this film. If you want my non-spoiler review, I say this film is probably the best one of the new films. Generally, I think this one is the best one. Now, I'll have to think of a ranking at some point of all the Tremors films, but I think this one is personally my favourite. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my favourite, just overall. I like this one. I can't lie. It's a good film. But yeah, Tremors 7. Oh, it just feels weird to be like, oh, we're on the end one. But yeah, it's the end. And just let's go to spoilers. Bert's dead. They killed Bert. Which, I mean, I think some people hate. I know particularly my girlfriend doesn't like that. Doesn't like the fact they killed Bert. But I understand it at this point. It's like, yeah, I get it. I get why you'd kill off Bert, but I don't know. It's definitely like this one was clearly written with Bert's son in mind, and it feels weird that he's not. I'm just one of those things. I'm like, it feels weird that his son is like the character who plays the son is not in this. Like, I'm just definitely going. This feels very much like, oh, we're gonna film it because they bring in Bert's baby mama, the one who gave birth to Jamie, but not Jamie. Which again, yeah, that feels weird. That feels weird. It's like, oh, okay. And the kind of, so John Helder, who's probably best known for being Napoleon Dynamite, Hyder, there we go. He basically plays Jimmy. So they replaced Jamie with Jimmy. I'm pretty sure they just did a control like F, did find and replace, and went, yep, Jamie is now replaced with Jimmy. Done. We're calling it a day. Because the character very much is Jamie. Pretty much, just maybe a little less obnoxious. Yeah, there we go. So that's a place. So he's there. This was like, I think this was shot very much just before COVID hit. Yeah, this was shot in like 2019, like late 2019, right before COVID hit. And this is probably, I'm gonna say, the best looking, at least of the new ones. Maybe of all Tremors films. Like, here we go. Because whoever did, Alexander Krumov, who didn't do the other Tremors films, at least the fifth and sixth one. He didn't do those, but I feel like he definitely... He must be the reason why this one looks so much better. Because, Jesus, it just looks beautiful. There's so many, like, sweeping shots that just look at the scenery and you're like, wow. Oh, that's a beautiful place. That's a beautiful place. Which you just didn't get in... I mean, obviously you didn't get in the 6th one, because they had tried to make South Africa Canada. Which, yeah. Yeah, that's not... No. Whereas this... Oh, it looks beautiful. Just spectacular. Scenery looks great. I think the villains are great. You've basically got these villains who are trying to track down the Shriekers because they're like experimental Shriekers, I think. I'm just gonna look at the Wikipedia page. I think they're like experimental ones that they're in a lab that they have to... they attempt to flee when they realise it was given birth to Shriekers, but the Shriekers... Yeah, I think they're trying to grab them. They're trying to grab the Shriekers. And yeah, they're so... The start of the film is like random characters that we never know. It takes a good 20 minutes to get to see Bert, which normally would hurt a film. I'm like, you're not... Where's Bert? Where's Bert? Where's Bert in this film? But alright, no, it works. And we see Bert, who's just completely gone, like he's off the grid, full beard, which I've seen some of the stuff like Michael Gross before he just goes to shoot this, and yeah, he's got the full like beard. I think they maybe made it a bit more fuller, but no, he's got like a full ass beard for the film, which is impressive. Kind of looks good. I'm just a little bit like, oh shit. I'm just like, maybe I should keep the beard. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I'm just saying. Maybe keep it going. Yeah, and he's pulled back by Jimmy, not Jamie. It's not Jamie. It's Jimmy. It honestly is like this random character. And yeah, you basically have the kind of good guys. Jamie's mum, Jimmy, and a few other characters with these kind of other, I guess, kind of very much like hunters type thing, where they're a little evil, but they're evil and rich. Those are the kind of evil and rich people who just end up getting killed a lot, which is great. I mean, who doesn't like seeing rich people die? What? Who said that? No. No. Who done what? No. Who wants to eat the rich? Anyway, yeah, they call Bert. They have to go back because Bert is the graboid master. And yeah, basically it's Bert fighting the main villain, who's kind of a bit of a dick. A lot of a dick. And I've seen there's a lot of comparisons to talk about this with Jurassic Park, and yeah, I get it. I get it. Obviously not quite the same, because obviously didn't spend, money on huge amounts of sets, but they did spend money on the locations. And again, the locations look amazing. Like, Jesus Christ. It's just a beautiful place, and shot well. Really is shot well. But yeah, obviously our main crew are trying to kill all the graboid shriekers, blah blah blah, whichever one they go and buy now. And eventually, yeah, most of our villains get killed by the graboids or shriekers, whatever. And the good guys, yeah, fend off all the graboid shriekers. I don't think there's any ass blasts in this. It's mostly graboids and shriekers. And they come up with a plan. which basically, yeah, Bert ends up sacrificing himself for Jimmy. Which again, it feels like this is a bit weird, is Bert sacrificing himself to save, yeah, it would be Jamie, but I guess he was busy with something else. The actor couldn't make it. Or they just weren't going to pay him enough, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good." Or he just didn't want to go to Thailand. I don't know. Didn't want to, yeah, free trip for a movie. Fuck knows. Then again, that wouldn't make sense because the first 2 films were in South Africa. But yeah, and then we'd like treat it to a montage of Bert, and I guess, yeah, Herman, yeah, in the end, because obviously Bert isn't it technically in Tremors 4, but yeah, it's like a montage, and it's basically just, yep, Bert's dead, and it feels very much like they are just kind of going, this is the end of the series. See you later, everyone. We're done. There's no more Tremors. Like, they talk about, like, people talk about, well, if they're popular. It's like, yeah, but I don't think they can do it. Yeah, possibly, but I just don't see him doing another Tremors. I think if they do, it will be a reboot. I think it'll be a complete reboot of the series. Yeah, I just don't see it, because given Michael Gross's age, yeah. I mean, to be fair, dude does well. I mean, this film is only, you know, shot 5 years ago from recording, probably still a bit less than, and still rocking it pretty well. So, you know, he's still in good shape. But I feel like at this point, if they're gonna do it, they're gonna maybe spend some money and do a full reboot, which I wouldn't hate. This is one of those things I might do. Ooh. I hope they don't go the route of just going, aha, yeah, the route of some horror films do, where they do, this is a sequel that ignores some of the films, but not all of them. I think at this point, just do a full reboot. Yeah, maybe give it a bit, and then go back to do a reboot. Maybe. I mean, yeah, it feels kind of sad at the end of Tremors. Like, I'm just like, oh, we got so invested in well, basically, but mostly Bert, because Bert's the only one that really is, you know, like like Jamie appears in 2 films and then's gone, but yeah, kind of feels a little bit sad. I'm like, oh yeah, it's the last time I'm gonna really talk about Tremors, really. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I feel sad, a little bit sad now. A little sad. Anyway, what was I going to do? Oh yes, we're going to do some different horror next. I've got a very terrible sec from Bill Rebane. This is some old ass horror that is considered some of the worst films. So, yeah, no, they are trash. They are utter trash. So those are the ones I'm going to be doing next. So look forward to that. I've only watched the first 2 films, and so far they're trash. So hopefully they get better. Hopefully. I don't hold out much hope. Yeah, I should probably stop watching trash. Anyway, I mean, to be fair, it's a bit of a different from the Tremors films, which again, none of the Tremors films are bad. I don't think any of them are like below average for me personally. There'll be some that I'm just like, not my favourite, but I don't think any of them are bad films. And to be fair, I don't have that big of, I don't have that much problems. I've watched a lot of trash, and I know what a trash film is, and none of them are bad. They're entertaining, but yeah, we look forward to those. They're the worst. Anyway, for now I say, live long and prosper. Bye for now.